20 fun facts about England you may not know. Are you looking for facts about England? Watch till the end. These are interesting England facts, some more general facts about England such as total population, biggest cities and more which will blow your mind. Let's start with number 1. England is smaller in size than the USA. England has an area size of 130,279 square kilometers and it's 74 times smaller than the USA with an area size of 9,833,517 square kilometers, 59 times smaller than Australia and 3 times smaller than Japan. Number 2. Is England a country? Yes, England is a country. But with Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland they make up Great Britain and the 4 of them together make up the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. However, the United Kingdom is the one country recognized as a sovereign state, represented by one central government that has sovereignty over the entire UK and the power and authority to enter into relations with other sovereign states. That is why the United Kingdom is a member of the UN, and not England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland as separate countries. But, yes, England is still regarded as a country, but not as a sovereign state. That is also why the people of the United Kingdom have a UK passport, British, and not an English passport for example. In some sports, such as football, cricket, and rugby the countries that make up the United Kingdom is competing on their own. For example, England has their own national football team, but in the Olympics, they compete under the flag of the United Kingdom. Number 3. London was the first city in the entire world to have an underground subway system. The London Underground, which opened in 1863, was the world's first underground railway system. More than 30,000 passengers tried out the tube on the opening day and it was hailed by the Times as the great engineering triumph of the day. The London Underground now carries 1.17 billion passengers a year. Number 4. There are more chickens in England than people. There are approximately 29 million laying hens and 116 million broilers in the UK at any one time. In England alone, there are 6.14 million breeding fowls, 4.9 million turkeys, 2 million ducks, and 105,000 geese. Number 5. Big Ben is not a clock. Contrary to popular belief that Big Ben refers to the world-famous clock, it is actually the name of the 13-ton bell. The tower itself is known as St. Stephen's Tower. Number 6. You can drive from England to France via an underwater tunnel. England might be an island, but it is connected to mainland Europe and France via an underwater tunnel. The distance between the two countries is 50.45 kilometers. Number 7. England won the FIFA World Cup back in 1966. In general, English football is highly regarded around the world thanks to its Premier League and various top football teams. But the national team isn't always meeting the high expectations from its supporters. But they can still pride themselves with a World Cup title back in 1966 when they won against West Germany with 4-2, lost to Italy in the Euro 2020 with a 3-2 penalty. Number 8. In England, a pet can be taken only with the permission of special services. In fact, if you are going away and not taking your dog, make sure they are only ever left with someone who can meet their welfare needs. Number 9. The first programmer in the world was an Englishwoman. Ada Lovelace has been called the world's first computer programmer. What she did was write the world's first machine algorithm for an early computing machine that existed only on paper. Of course, someone had to be the first, but Lovelace was a woman, and this was in the 1840s. Number 10. Sparkling wine was invented in England. Most people think that the French invented champagne, but the technique used by Dom Perignon already existed in England, thus making the English inventors of sparkling wine. Cheers to that. Number 11. It is against the law to shake a carpet. Under the Metropolitan Police Act of 1839, it is illegal to beat or shake a mat, carpet, or rug in the streets of London. The only time you may beat them is before 8 a.m. So set your alarm, you've been warned. Number 12. Undoubtedly, tea is the most popular drink in Britain. At 5 p.m. exactly, all of Britain sits down to drink tea. This tradition is relevant from the 18th century. In addition, most British people drink packaged tea. Number 13. The World Wide Web was invented by an English scientist. It is thanks to an English scientist named Tim Berners-Lee that we can use the internet like we do today. He invented the www, also known as the World Wide Web. Number 14. Drinking in an English bar. In England, in pubs or bars, you can have drinks but you are not allowed to get drunk, and in Scotland, you are on the wrong side of the law if you are drunk and in possession of a cow. Number 15. Soccer, rugby, golf, boxing, and cricket were all invented in the United Kingdom. Think about the world's major sports for a minute and you'll realize that many of them were invented in Britain. Number 1 in the world for popularity is soccer, not far behind come cricket, tennis, and golf, all of which started out in Britain. Second-tier sports like badminton and rugby also originated there. Number 16. Stephen Hawking, Sir Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin were all English scientists. British science has long exerted a huge impact on global STEM. From computer science to the double helix, the world would be a very different place without British innovation. For centuries, Britain has been a veritable hotbed of scientific innovation. From Isaac Newton to Stephen Hawking, the country's best scientists are household names all across the globe. Number 17. Children in the United Kingdom over 5 years old can consume alcohol. At home, it is a different matter. A child aged 5 to 16 can drink alcohol at home or on other private premises as much as they like. However, DrinkAware does issue guidelines on under-18s drinking. If 15 to 17 years olds do consume alcohol, they should limit it to no more than 1 day a week. Number 18. In 1829, the first public zoo was opened in London, Britain. It was opened to the public in 1847. Today, it houses a collection of 673 species of animals, with 19,289 individuals, making it one of the largest collections in the United Kingdom. Number 19. The tradition to celebrate the Day of Kisses appeared in the UK. Then the UN approved it as an international holiday, which is celebrated annually on July 6. Number 20. Visiting an Englishman without an invitation is considered a bad manner. He can simply close the door before you. Which one of these facts did you find the most ridiculous or surprising? Leave us a comment below. Do you want more of this video? Subscribe for latest updates. Thanks for watching.